Alright guys, I'm just doing a replay on what happened in the game. I was coached by Coach Ashley. This is our third session. He asked me to do a 5-minute video, a 5-minute game. Sorry, just a regular 2v2 comp game. So I did it, and so here we are. I apologize. We did have a conversation and talk during the game. However, I realized that my mic was not on. So I do apologize in advance. So you can't hear the real-time conversation, but I'll just summarize what happened. So let's see here. Let's see. So he's just going over the game. This is where I'll just basically say what he said. He said I should have jumped earlier. It was good that I didn't jump too early, but I did jump too late. Like, see where he paused? That's what he was suggesting. That is where I should have jumped to challenge to 50 the ball, to challenge the ball. And so spoiler alert, a lot of times I would challenge instead of shadowing, and I forgot that those are two different things. Challenging is obviously when I'm going straight towards the ball. Shadowing is when I am just defending and not actually going straight towards the ball immediately. So you're just gonna see that a lot in this game. And yeah, once again I apologize. When I recorded this, when I did the session with him, I thought my audio was on, but then I played back the file and realized, oh no, there's no audio. So here I am. And once again, thanks Coach Ashley. Alright, so let's see here. And in our last session, we were taught to just go after the ball, to challenge it, to not just play back all the time and play passive. I do like to look at air charge because he's one of my what's that word called? Hero, if you will, Rocket League hero. And I like to learn from my heroes and look up to them. So and this is where he talked about how it was nice that I had a soft touch, but the soft touch was passed directly to them, and I should have soft touched better. He suggested that I soft touch towards the middle of the field. Again, he is the coach, and he's the coach. He's GC, and I'm Plat, so he suggested I soft touch it towards the middle of the field. And that's what I told him. Hey, I think with air charge you would want me to put it on the side, but the fact that there are two people on the side, the main difference between him and me is he has a way more awareness than I do. I don't see that two people are there. I'm too busy trying to like get a good touch on the ball than for me to focus on those two people there. So this is him just replaying it back, explaining what I should have done. It's hard for me to focus on all these things at once. But yeah, I was just trying to get a soft touch to try to do what I've learned, what I was told to do, which is keep ball control, if you will. Keep ball possession if I can, and not just boom the ball like I typically do. So let me just try to go forward here. I guess we spent a lot of time on this one. All right. Let's see what happened. Oh, we're still on this? Okay. We boomed it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where he said that when the ball came closer, I should have just done a 50 with him. A single jump 50. But instead I just demoed some guy and just returned back. I'm not sure what he's doing here. oh, this is where he said I should not cut off my teammate because my teammate is going this way and I went forward this way. I should not have cut him off. I should have went towards that right boost behind my teammate and getting that boost and went to back post. And this is when me and him kind of had the conversation of where air charge tells me to stay deep in net. So instead of going back post, like Flakes would say, or like Spooklook would say, just go into deep net. And we did talk about that. You'll see that later on in the video. But instead of me going in front of him, my teammate, I should have just went for the back boost and let him go for that ball. I cut him off and I missed that boost. So, okay. Alright. And this is, I guess, we're just continuing to go over my mistake here. And it's true. And I don't know if you guys know this, but for people on PC with Bacchus mod, there's actually a notes plugin, and I keep the notes plugin right next to the time on the clock, so it just reminds me, like, my personal ones that I mess up at is to keep good card position, because sometimes it's not always about hitting the difficult shot, but it's about I should be in a better position to begin with, so I don't have a difficult shot or a difficult touch. So that's my personal mistake. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. It's in the morning. So good. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, I'm trying to remember what he said here. Oh, I think he was like, I should have I shouldn't have just boomed the ball towards him, frankly. And I should have just like had a soft touch, I believe. I think that's what he was saying here. I'm trying to remember. We had the coaching last night. Oh, I went too fast towards the ball. That's why the ball hit was hard. If I just went slowly towards the ball and taken my time, and I know air charge talks about that. I should have just went slowly, taken my time. Me personally, I need to take. I'm almost 40 years old, so it might be different than if I was 15. But I need to take like deep breaths because I get anxiety when I play, and I don't like to put my teammates I don't like to make my teammates disappointed in me. So sometimes I go too fast. That's my own problem. I'm human. I'm working on it. So, oh, and this is where he's talking about. You'll see like the orange name tag of my teammate, and that maybe I shouldn't have turned here. See, this is where he pauses and says, "Well, you see your orange teammate on that side. Why did I go for that ball? I should have just waited at least a second to see if my teammate was gonna make a U-turn and turn around before I just reacted, because my teammate could have just turned around right there and went for the ball, and I may have been cutting him off too." Yeah, I guess this is where he's showing, and he's like, "Oh well, your teammate did go back, but it's good to wait a second to at least see if my teammate was gonna make a U-turn or not." But I told him my thought process was kind of like I was aiming to hit high on the corner so that the ball just bounces in the middle, because by default I'm a hit ball in corner or hit ball towards goal as a passer. I'm a set up a passer guy. That's what I do. All right, so I guess we continue to go over this. Yes, I am aware I made a mistake. All right, let's see here. I think it's the same thing. Yeah, look at the name tag. Be aware of where my teammates are. And I am bad at that. I admit 100% I'm bad at that. But right now, I have so many problems, like just hitting the ball. Even if there was no one on the field. Even if there was no one on the field, can I hit that ball? And I can't consistently hit that ball. So I know I need to work on that. I think that's called aerial training. So, all right, let's just see if we can move forward here. he's saying here. Okay, I missed the boost. I know I missed the boost. I was trying to go for it. Oh, this is where he's saying this is where I should be. I asked him where I should be, like in position, and he said this is where I should be. I should like be in the middle, just kind of like waiting. And I only go up if I see my teammate going back, and I need to remember that. And one of the reasons I do these videos is to help others as well as kind of like cement it in my own brain. So it's like teaching myself in a way, and I'm happy to teach others. That I should be closer, but I need to remember. Oh, yeah. And this is me being deep in net. So I've seen videos. Oh yeah, I just did a backward wave dash. I was just trying to get in position. In the net to get kind of like be ready, and he says I should have been deeper in the net or at least back post because that could have easily got scored. And this one, yeah, it's true. I admit this is where he said I kind of got lucky that they didn't score this. If this was a higher level play, it would have gotten scored. So yeah, I just stayed closer because I mean I don't know. I thought that I needed to be able to react if that ball got closer to the net. Oh, I think right here he was saying I pushed up too much. I should have stayed in net, and I agree. I should have stayed deeper in net. I actually got out of the goal, so that was a mistake. Yep, and I just need to remember. Sometimes I fidget too much and I move too much in the net, and you'll see that later on in the video. Oh, this is where he's saying I should be. Like, oh wait, I don't know what he's doing here. Like I should be deep in the net, or this is where he's saying I should be back post. That's why he's doing the video like that. To cover from post to post because that's what Flake says to do. And I know Flake's a very good player, but there's a lot of good players playing a lot of things. So I like the air charge method because you know he has a system on how to play. So I just wanted to stay in net because that just feels more comfortable to me to save that way. Where my car is somewhat leaning towards where the ball might be than just on the side. So, alright, let's see what he says here. Go forward. Okay, this is where I told him that, you know, when I watch a lot of videos, I wasn't trying to score this. I was trying to set this up as a pass to my teammate. But the coach mentioned a very good point, which, you know, I'm bad at. I admit I'm bad at this. The net is open. There's no one by the net. There's no one by the goal. I should have just at least tried to hit it towards the goal. If I had the skill mentally, the mentally what you do is you try to score that one based on that position. I wasn't trying to score it there. I was trying to set it up as a pass for my teammate on purpose, but I should have realized that since there was no one in net, that I should just go for the shot. That's my problem that I need to deal with. And yeah, so they actually score on that, and this is my fault. This is not my teammate's fault. Yes, he did miss that shot there, but where does it become my fault? Let's see. Okay, I went for the 50 instead of the shadow. That's why it's my fault. I should have just went for the shadow. Shadowing while I wait. So that's why I mentioned earlier in the video there's a difference between 50s and shadowing. And I know that mentally, but when I actually hit start to play, I forget that in the actual game. Hence me being a Plat player. and I just need to like calm my nerves too, so I don't so I could just remember that it's okay to take my time and think, do I need a shadow? Do I need a challenge now? Good coffee. All right. He did an amazing shot. This is where my coach said that shot was not that amazing. But me being a Plat, that's something I can't do. So anything that someone does that I can't do, I consider an amazing shot. But since he's GC, you know, that's just a bad shot as far as he's concerned. Okay. Oh yes. He said that this was an unnecessary 50. I remember him saying that. And yeah, it was an unnecessary 50. And he said there was a way that I could have won this. But I can't remember how. Oh, something about allowing him to hit the ball. Maybe I should have faked. I forgot exactly what he said, or maybe I should have single jumped in front. I think it was just allowing him to hit the ball, or seeing if you can get to the ball faster than him. I can't really remember. But like, if he hits this ball, where's it gonna go? If I didn't hit it, you know what I mean? So, and one thing he mentions in this video, I forgot which part of it is, like, it's always good to think about what's gonna happen 3 seconds after where the current situation is. Like, if you think about, okay, like in this situation, what could be the possible scenarios 3 seconds from now, you know, like, and adjust my play towards that, if that makes any sense. Don't just think like where would the ball be going, based off where the cars are, you know, not just where the ball is now. So he's saying that this play was okay. However, I should have left that boost for him. I might have been stealing boost. I was just going for the boost. I wasn't going to take the ball. And he's saying that I should have just went to the boost behind me. I shouldn't have went to this boost. I should have just went to the boost on the bottom left of this, on my side of the orange field. And I agree. I don't know what I was thinking here. I didn't know if he was going back or not, and I just wanted to be around it just in case. See, this is a big problem of mine. I need to work on my mechanics. See that? Like, I am very bad with visual to jumping. He said I have Diamond 1 mechanics, but I don't think so. If I could just possibly just learn how to hit that. Oh, this is when we went over. I asked, oh, when should I have jumped? Oh, I think this is where he paused and said I should jump there. That's why he paused it. Let me see. And he mentioned how I was supersonic. Okay, so I think this is where he said I should have jumped. Yeah, given the fact that there's a pause in the video, this is where I should have jumped, but I jumped too late. And it really upsets me when I miss these types of shots. I know I'm human, but I have a problem learning from my own mistakes. So yeah. All right. Oh, he said I double committed there. I should have just left that for my teammate, and I should have sat back and deep in net or back post. My teammate was there. I should not have went there. That's what he said. In my mind at that time, I thought my teammate was gonna miss it, and I had to block it. That's why I jumped. And I know a common issue of mine is not switching back to camera. I'm too far. This is where he says I'm way too far from the play. I should be closer. But sometimes, yeah, I should be closer to the play. And I think I asked him where I should be, and I think he's gonna talk about it in the future. Oh, okay. This, yeah. See how he switches? He's telling me where I should be. So he says I should be here and just waiting. That's why he's doing the video like that. He's the one doing the video. I sent him the replay of the game, and he's just looking at the replay. So I'm supposed to be here, and I'm just supposed to like wait. Wait for any type of potential opportunity, I guess. This idle. Oh, this is where he's doing play by play about how I like slowly creep up and how I slowly play. So he was just explaining like, oh, this is what you do. Okay. I was staying back in my head because I thought if they boom the ball, I need to be defend the net, and I'm trying to remember what he was talking about at this point in time. Oh yeah, why am I so far away? Yep, I should be closer. I got it. I was just kind of like, I should have been closer. There's no defense against that. That's right. Maybe I should have went for the woods the ball here. Instead of going back. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I saw my teammate go in there, I guess. And I was like, okay, let me go back post. And he says this was perfect. Just waiting here. This was perfect. I should have waited back post or stayed deep in net. And I did get to my destination, even though I backwards wave dash. So he was at least happy about that. And this is where he talks about me going back and forth in the net, like how I'm moving back and forth. That's just more me being fidgety, I guess, and like trying to keep momentum, I suppose. But I guess this is where he's saying I should be deep in net, not going back and forth like he's showing in the video. Or yeah, or back post. So he's saying basically showing me where I should have been deep in net. And I wasn't. I need to stay still a little bit more, stay a little bit more calm, and realize there's no reason to go back and forth like this. I don't know. In my head, I was thinking I need to just have a good, in case they just bang it in or something. I just need to be there to block, to have a better reaction. Oh, this is where he was showing specifically that I was perfect right there, back post, and I should have just waited. And all right, you guys can have a laugh at me here. This is where he's like, why are you going back and forth like this? Oh yeah, and then oh yeah, I'm gonna get like eaten alive here. He's talking about, yeah, bam, look at that. Your back post, you're perfect. That's where you should be. That even if you didn't have your hands on your controller or keyboard, that was the best place to be. And then he's showing me again going back and forth. I agree. There's no debate here. I sometimes I watch videos and I see them go back and forth and just kind of like be at a better angle. So that's what I thought I was doing. But, yep. And he's saying I use boost and I shouldn't have used boost. There's no reason to use boost. I agree. Again, on this, if I had the audio on, you would just hear it from him directly. All right, so let's see here. Yep, the boost. Oh yeah, I get like a real in-close picture of me going back and forth here. Oh, this is. Yes, I messed up. I know. And in order for me to learn from my lesson, I needed to stay in deep in net or back post. He's like, oh, that takes too long. I should have changed my camera view. Bam. I think he paused there to say, oh, you're back post. Just wait. And I pushed too forward. This is a big mistake of mine. I just need to realize, okay, I'm in a good position. Wait. Don't just because I have momentum doesn't mean I need to use my momentum to be in a bad position. And that is a very good point. That is something I need to keep in mind for other games. That once I'm in a good position, I could stop. And Air Charge even talks about that. If you are where you need to be and you are in a good position, then your other teammates should be in a good position too, ideally. But you are covering a certain area. Oh, I know this is where I messed up. I was trying to backwards wave dash, and I thought I was jumping, but I had too much momentum backwards, and it was stupid of me. I should have just turned around or half flipped or something. Okay. All right. Yeah, they score. They win on overtime. It's a real game, so. Oh boy, what's happening now? Yep, it's my fault. I should have been in a better spot. Oh, I think he's saying I should be back post. Yep, I think we're good. We're done talking. All right, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two and you can see my progress. RL Larry, RL Plat to champ. All right. Okay. See ya. I'm Plat 1 right now. Have good fun, guys.